Folks, after watching the Big Ten slate of games this past weekend, I think it's time that we reinstate the BCS strength of schedule component. You remember back in '04 when this stinking pile of poo we call the BCS jettisoned this component. Their reasoning was that the coaches poll, the AP poll at the time, and the computers would take strength of schedule into account. But do they? The strength of schedule component rewarded a win over a quality team, and playing a bad FBS team or any FCS team hurt your rating. Would we have seen the majority of the Big Ten playing patsies? Probably not. Now, I know playing these types of teams provides a useful respite prior to navigating a treacherous Big Ten schedule. And I, like anyone, am cool with a little relaxation. All I'm requesting is that this BCS system that currently runs the football subdivision factor in the Big Ten's past weekend downtime.
All right. Well, guys, pile on or throw a flag here, Randy.
I would personally say I will throw a flag on that. I wouldn't single out the Big Ten. I would add a whole bunch of other people in there. And that old strength of schedule idea, I thought was terrible. It took 75%.
Tell us how you really feel.
It took 75% of the wins on the FCS. You got all their losses. You got half their family's income for a set period of time, and you didn't have to accept all their relatives. I hated it, and I'm glad it's out.
Well, I happen to agree with BJ, but I also think it's not just the Big Ten.
Of course, you take both sides. Yeah.
Man, can I make my point? My point is this, that it encourages teams to be able to play softer schedules, which isn't good football. We all know and all look forward to these big games that we see early on in the year. Boise, Virginia Tech was a game that I was looking forward to and very much enjoyed watching. There used to be those games all the time. Miami playing Ohio State, those games used to happen all the time. They're happening less and less and less for these cupcakes for hire so that people can basically turn in college football like its pro football counterpart and having a preseason and a regular season.
He should have done my Audible.
Yeah, well, at least the Big Ten was playing teams from the FBS.
Well, everybody does. I don't like any of the components. Get rid of the whole thing. But since we have portions of it, they should at least bring that part back.
Yeah, they all do it, and now you got to fill a 12-game schedule.
I'm throwing this out there. I'm tired of what we're seeing going on in the police blotter. It seems like every day somebody's getting pulled over for a DUI or beating their girlfriend or slapping their pregnant girlfriend, as we just saw not too long ago. What is going on? Back when I was young, kids did not do this. They did different things. Here's the deal. When I was in college, I wasn't perfect. I drank, and unfortunately, I made some terrible decisions that I greatly regret, which is driving under the influence. The reality is this. You have to hold the schools accountable. The APR, the academic progress rate, is a great model for this. If schools don't graduate players, they pay the price. If you bring kids onto campus that are going to break the law, I think the school should also pay the price. The bottom line is this, fellas. Change only occurs when shoulds become musts, and we must make a change right now because we have too much off-the-field stuff going on.
But do they have to pay the price retroactively by your rule when all these kids are already gone and then the school gets hit?
We need to figure that out. I think that bringing that up for the dialogue would be a great situation, but I think there's a precedent that's already been set that you see a school like SC that is retroactively paying the penalties for somebody that left a long time ago. You have to hurt them where it hurts, or hit them where it hurts, which is in the pocketbook.
All right, pile on or throw a flag.
Pile on with coaches and the programs, but are we really surprised when these immature, coddled, testosterone-loaded, so-called adults make idiots of themselves and do some of the things they do? They've been told since they were 10, 11, 12 years old how special they are, and then they're treated special, and everyone makes excuses for them. Are we really surprised when this behavior comes like this? And then you get repeat offenders, and you get recidivist-type behavior. I mean, crack down on them now, and crack down on the programs, and crack down, I'm sorry, on the coaches, too, that bring them in. This is not a surprise to these coaches.
What does recidivist mean?
I repeat offenders.
Okay.
I agree with 50% of 100% of what you just said. And I hope that makes sense, because are you going to have the same measuring stick for the general students? Are you going to say, hey, all you people in this fraternity or that sorority that are getting trouble, that are getting arrested, that are bringing ill repute upon the institution, are you going to say, hey, the school, you're going to be in trouble because of this just regular student over here is getting in trouble and bringing bad press to the institution?
The regular student's not getting a free ride.
No one's getting a free ride, Randy. You earn a scholarship. Yes, I agree with you. Coddling and all that. Yes, that plays a part in it. Yeah. But I didn't get a free ride. I earned that damn scholarship. Blood, sweat, and tears. I went out there and did extra work that others wouldn't do. Yeah. So don't tell me I'm getting a free ride.
You're getting a free ride.
I am not getting a free ride.